What's up, guys? The Shiny Treasure EX or Paldean Fates set that we're going to be getting in February. It's our mini set, has been revealed over in Japan with all of the cards. There's a lot of shiny, cool cards, but this also comes with a couple of cards that were not released in English yet. So I'm going to talk about today the competitive cards that come in this main set. We'll take a look at some of the shiny collector's cards if you guys are interested in bringing out your decks. Not spend too much time there, but we'll talk about the competitive importance of some of these cards. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. I love doing set reviews. So this is technically a set review of Paldean Fates, and we're going to take a look at it. So just like we've gotten Hidden Fates, and there's another Fates in there somewhere. I guess Crown Zenith might have been what they called it for a little bit, like Crown Zenith, Shiny Fates, Hidden Fates, Shiny Fates, Hidden Fates. Yeah, there was a lot of like, they love this like Fates, like Fate Grand Order archetype here, whatever, dude. Like, I don't know who's Archer and Rider and yeah, all that good stuff. That's an absolutely awful reference. If you guys got that, then you're in the same rabbit hole I'm in. But basically, it's Japan's annual reprint set, which also contains a lot of reprints for us that are competitively viable. So some of these cards that are reprinted in here will make the cost of playing Pokemon cheaper in theory, which we don't know if we'll get it as reprints, because I think in the past Fate sets, it's only done the main set that we didn't get the cards for. So it was like a 50 card to 60 card main set, and then the rest were just like hollows and those like trainer gallery cards or whatever. I just remember everyone was complaining about pulling Yan Megas and Machamps over and over in their rare cards. And so important things to note is that secret rare cards are back, you know, like this Paldean Wooper, like this Mew EX in their shiny forms. We see full art supporters like Arvin coming in. We're gonna like take a skim through those in this page here. All of them are revealed, but I'll keep that to its individual tab. And then we have a new form of Hollow-Rare, a digitized Sheen, to represent Paradox Pokemon. It looks like I just think it looks like this. I don't like this art, man. This looks weird. Like, it looks like a computer glitch, or like someone messed up something in Photoshop. I don't know. I don't like this digitized reverse art. Like, I don't know. I don't want to play these cards. But to each their own. If people like this, they like it. You know, if you want to show up with a deck that looks like you've been corrupted by a virus, like, you know, go for it. And it'll be our Paldean Fate set, like it's mentioned here. There's a bunch of product, of course, already. A lot of reprints in the set from Japan. I don't think we'll have a 190 card main set. Seems quite big for us. I think it'll be like 50. So I'm just going to page down through them. You can see a lot of reprints. Meowscarada, Tentacruel, Wo-Chien, Espathra is one of the newer cards. Chi-Yu, Skeledurge, Quaquaval, Chien Pao with its new art, Baxcalibur. I think it's a tin art. Miraidon, Alakazam. We see another Mew art, Gardevoir, Spiritomb, Glimmora, Charizard, Iron Treads, Noivern, Wigglytuff, Squawk the Bill, Generator. A lot of really good items as well here. So let's go into the new cards. Only 17 brand new cards are released, which is a little. It's not a lot. So we're going to kind of just break down what this means. Espathra EX is the first one, and I think this card is actually very, very good. I saw the Japanese video of them playing this card, and the deck list will be up shortly on the channel as well, so stay subscribed to check that out. I'm going to go do a couple of those for when I'm gone. In India, I'll be gone for 2 weeks, visiting family, grandparents, all that good stuff, going back to the motherland, so you guys can get a chance to watch some of that backlogged content that I have ready for everyone, so you have some holiday cheer to have going. Espathra is a Terra Pokemon, 260 HP, Grass type. I think it's like Psychic normally. Dazzling Gaze, as long as this Pokemon is in the active, attacks you by your opponent's active Pokemon, costs 1 colorless more. Makes a lot of strategies have to play very, very differently. And then the attack actually plays completely into tandem with Psyball, 30 plus 30 for each energy attached to both Pokemon. And if Espathra only has 1 retreat and a fire weakness, which there's not that many good fire types. So basically you can just do a lot of damage for 1 energy and force your opponents to have more energy to attack. So you could play some sort of deck with Espathra that revolves around pivoting between multiple Espathras and doing a lot of damage. The only problem is Flittle has like 20 HP or something. Like, he's a baby. Like maybe like 10 HP. Maybe it's like not even like a real basic. It's like a fossil. But yeah. There's a new Charmander, which actually helps Charizard decks quite a bit. 90 HP, so it can be fought with Level Ball. And Flare Veil says prevent all effects of attacks used by your Pokemon done to this Pokemon, which means damage is not effect. I don't actually know what that means. I don't know what that means, but people were saying this is good. I thought this said Bench Barrier. This is not Bench Barrier. This is the first time I've read this card. I think people were talking about this card like it's Bench Barrier. I don't think this is Bench Barrier. This doesn't make sense to me. It seems okay. I don't know if it's better. It seems okay. It seems good. Okay, we're gonna just keep moving on. That's just my gross first reaction. I thought it was Bench Bear. Why were everyone talking about it like it's Bench Bear? That's just wrong. We have Frigibax, another 70 HP big boy. This one looks like he for sure got caught stealing the cookies. You know, adding an extra retreat cost to his total. This guy's got collect though, so if you do open him, it's not the worst. So it's a different 70 HP Frigi to be playing. It's a different guy. Then we have Kilowattrel as one of the newer cards as well. Kilowattrel evolves from Wattrel with a colorless energy, United Thunder, 10 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon for each Pokemon in your discard pile with United Wings. An actual pretty insane upgrade to the United Wings deck, because United Wings didn't really have a way to soften stuff up. So if you go on a certain turn, you can just go into the Kilowattrel, use United Thunder, soften up one of your opponent's big attackers, and then have like a counter catcher plus knockout on the following turn, or a boss plus knockout on the following turn on something big. So you don't have to like one-shot everything every turn. You just can two-shot it, but not actually deal with what's in the active sometimes that you don't want to deal with. Maybe this is kind of cope, and 10 damage snipe is not enough for United Wings, but Kilowattrel seems pretty cool. Helps out the United Wings archetype if you are a fan of that. Mime Jr., Make Believe Copycat. Your opponent chooses one of their Pokemon's attacks. Use that as its attack. So they pick your attack for you. But there's not that many attacks that exist that can copy. So, like, for example, Charizard EX, you get to copy a Big Beater attack immediately. It's just any of their Pokemon's attacks. Well, I mean, I guess you're going to copy, like, Motivate, like, 90% of the time. Or you're going to copy, like, Hug. I don't know. The fact that it's any one of their Pokemon makes this card so much worse than if it's just like the active Pokemon. Like even if they get to choose, like, man, this is like a terrible attack card actually. I feel like it can come up in like a really random scenario though, so like I'm not going to discount it entirely. I'm going to try to find a way to make this card work. I'll come back to you guys with this. Flittle has 30. I was close. I'm sorry. But yeah, he's a baby. One retreat, not even free retreat. It's actually kind of embarrassing. Not the greatest basic to have in this format with Iron Valiant and Urshi and Talion. All these sniping attacks. New Giveaghoul comes into hide in treasure chest. Flip a coin if heads. This is a cute art. If your opponent's Pokemon, prevent all damage and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. So basically just like a get out of jail free card for this Giveaghoul. Could be a cool starter. I think you're just going to want Evo Tool anyway in that deck, so it doesn't really matter. A Great Tusk EX. This is a new one, I believe, because we already have one in set 1 of Scarlet Violet. I think Scarlet Violet base had the Great Tusk. Ability Quake and Destruction. If this Pokemon's in the active at the end of your turn, discard the top 5 cards of your deck. That doesn't seem good. Let's not do that. And then the attack is fighting triple colorless. Great Bash 260. This attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active. That one's interesting, but I also think milling 5 is absolutely terrible. And also having a Psychic Venus is bad. There's a new Varoom here. 60 HP, rev up, put 2 basic energies from your discard pile into your hand. Could be relevant as the more optimal Varoom for Revaroom decks, or potentially decks that want to use Revaroom as an engine. Just having optimal basics does make a difference sometimes. I don't know if this is enough to make a big difference, but it is a much more optimal basic than has existed in the past. Iron Treads EX, I think also was in base Scarlet Violet. So we have a new Funny Future Donphan. Funny Future Donphan has 220 HP, Basic Treads Future, Metal, Colorless, Clad Rolling, 150. You may discard a future booster capsule. If you do, this Pokemon takes 150 less next turn. So it combos out with the future booster capsules, which give it plus 20 damage and free retreat. So I guess you can play that card to get free retreat into your metal attackers, but there's no way to accelerate metals, which I guess is pretty bad. And future Pokemon don't have energy acceleration like past Pokemon do. I guess we'll see what typing Iron Leaves is when it comes out, because it could be metal. It's probably metal or grass. So we'll see what it comes out as. But this is a terrible card. New Goldango as well. Bountiful Riches. Attach any number of basic metal from your hand to your Pokemon any way you like. Could power up a random attacker in a Goldango deck. But I feel like the other Goldango is just better. Gorgeous Surf, 80 times each metal attached to this Pokemon. So basically it's a 2-turn setup to Bountiful Riches on the 1, Gorgeous Surf, and then just start flipping some coins. So we're going to play the lottery. I don't like playing the lottery. Let's not do that. Cyclizar, Dragon Pokemon, Grass Dark Colorless, 100 damage, flip a coin, prevent all damage. That is a terrible Energy Split, first off. That is a terrible attack, second off. This Cycles art should be ashamed of itself. That's it. That's all I've got for you guys. Not even for your treat, man. This is the card that people are talking about. I don't really know what it does. I just have seen this in a lot of people's thumbnails, so I just feel like it's probably being baited for some reason. I see the number 280, which is a lot. Technical Machine Crisis Shot. The Pokemon this card is attached to can use the attack on this card. 3 colorless, 280 can only use 1 prize remaining. Like, I guess Lost Box or Tina can use this at the end of the game. When your opponent has 1 left and you just Crisis Shot instead of having a Tina on the board or something. Seems interesting with a deck that can use Mirage Gate. But also the problem with those decks is you're getting Ionoed all the time. So, like, I don't know about that, Chief. Like, it seems okay. Nemona's Backpack. Put 2 Nemona from your discard pile in your hand. Very good. That's exactly what I needed, actually, in this format. Clive, your opponent reveals their hand. Draw 2 cards for each supporter card you find there. That's interesting, but also we don't need to draw that many cards ever, I feel like. Or, like, I don't know, like, what does this actually do? The reveal hand part's cool, but, yeah. Students in Paldea is, like, probably another iteration of, like, the Hisui Friends or whatever. Search your deck for Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box. Reveal, put it in your hand. For each other students in Paldea in your discard, you may search your deck for another Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box and shuffle your deck. So, basically, it's just a Pokemon search that exemplifies the Pokemon you already have. I don't know, this is terrible, but it's a cool card, and I'm sure it'll have a cool alt art or full art. We're about to see them as well. So that is concluding our main set of the Shiny Fates, Paldea Fates look. A little bit surprised that there's no Moonlight Stadium in here. Or am I just, like, tripping and I just missed it? No, the Moonlight Stadium card is not in here, actually. Thought that would be in here from the Japanese cards. That's interesting. Isn't in here. But that's where we're going to wrap up the main card segment. Now it's going to be me geeking over some alt arts that I'm going to pick up. So let's just take a look through some of these shiny and cool looking cards. Some of your favorite Pokemons might have made the cut. I'm just scrolling through kind of to see something I like. So you guys can just dip out if you want here, but please like and subscribe on your way out. Yo, what? This Toadschool's standing on business, actually. This guy's standing on business for sure. Another shiny Charmander, Charmeleon. Collectors are going to go crazy. We see some Slowbro action here. I'm just not going to comment on this, but you guys can think about it any way you want. We got a couple other of the newer guys. This 70 HP guy is going crazy in the shiny form. He can join his brothers. We have shiny backs now. There's like 4 different kinds of like hollow backs if you want to play it now. So you can be like a max rated player in different capacities, which I think is kind of cool if you're a max rated player or like even like a semi-max rated player like I am. United Wings getting some bling, so the deck is no longer $2.50 if you buy the entire thing. We see some Abra and a Kadabra. Honestly, this is cool that like they're printing a bunch of Kadabras right after we can actually do it for the first time in a long time. Ralts and Curlia having shinies is pretty sick too. Obviously it's a bad Curlia, but like still, like it's cool to just see these cards. Playing a Hollow Spirit Tomb actually increases your odds of opening it or hitting more Mews when you actually play in a tournament. So you can just do this, and like it would be so funny if like every single person just bought a copy of this card and hit a Mew deck and just got the shiny Spirit Tomb, and your opponents are like, okay man, like what is your issue? It would just be really funny. Like please just do it for me. I'm gonna do it for sure. A couple more of the newer cards: Primeape, Mankey, Annihilate. Cool line. I like that line quite a bit. A Paldean Wooper. Another Murkrow is also United Wings. So I guess you could play a fully blinged United Wings deck. Maybe I do that. That'd be really funny if I actually do that. We have a Sableye shiny, but it's not the Psychic type one. It's a Dark type one. I've never seen this card before in my life. I'm sure it exists somewhere, but I've never personally seen it. Shroodle, Grafaiai, Reverum. I'm seeing some of these Pokemon shinies for the first time, honestly, right here. And it's a little bit shocking at how bad some of these shinies are. But I love Ditto. Ditto, that guy can never fail me. Shiny Ditto. This is Blocklax. Shiny Blocklax. Ooh. You can stall your opponents in style. And that's where the shiny Pokemon themselves end. And we have some of the SSR. This is just like the full arts with different coloring. Their shiny coloring, it looks like. We see the Zard. We see Mew. We see Billy, Wigglytuff. This is what I am here for. There's only 4 illustration rares, actually. This is a cool one. It's the shiny one with all its friends. This Palafin standing on business for sure. Like, this is some insane hero, or not hero, evil Homelander energy for sure. Sleepy Palmont with its brothers. And then this Mimikyu is all nice and cozy with this elderly lady. It's a very wholesome scene. We have some SR supporters. Judge, a new Judge art is cool. Nimona art. Clive, these are the students in Paldea, both of them. There's 2 student Paldea arts. That's actually pretty interesting that they just did that. And then we have some special art rares, which I know people will definitely want. This Mew EX is cool. I think I like the one from the 151 collection way better, but this is like an interesting art style. If you like this art style, you'll probably like this. The Gardevoir EX is absolutely gorgeous. It's phenomenal. You can see the Wooper in the background making that face. That was me when I saw it for the first time. Charizard will go nuts for the collectors for sure. This Iono art is so cool. I definitely want this. I haven't bought full art Ionos yet. I have one actually, but I'm going to go ahead and buy the rest of this. Nimona alt art as well. The Clive with all the... This is a cool art. Again, I like this like little Maple Story looking village. And then we have Arven or Pepper. And then I have to buy this Penny obligatory because Umbreon's my favorite Pokemon. So I'm trying to get every Umbreon card in the world, and I think this counts in theory. And we have the blue rares. I think that's a different category. Let me scroll down. The ultra rare blue rares. I think these replace gold cards. I'm not entirely I don't know, man. These might be sick. I might just be a hater, but they look so goofy. Wo-Chien, Chiyu. If you play this Chinpel, oh man, come on, man. What are you doing? This Miraidon though, I still wouldn't play it. Don't do it. Tinglu and then Koraidon. We see some more interesting cards. And then there's God packs as well, confirmed in Japan, but we don't usually get God packs in America. I think the first time we ever got it was with 151 and the starter God packs. So that is the entirety of the Shiny Treasure EX packs, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content. Like and subscribe, please. I would appreciate it a ton. Set reviews are fun for me because I get to look at new cards with you guys, and we're on set with Matching Japan, so I'll be looking at some of the leaks more closely when I'm back from the holidays. Yeah, peace out, guys. Thank you so much for watching.